Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. The topic is the mission of Christ. By the grace of God, I will be able to bring out what the Holy Spirit of God is laying in my heart, and we will understand why indeed Jesus have to come. The Garden of Eden is the prototype of the world that God intended to create. God is a chief architect, and I told you, if you give a contract to an architect, as you are explaining, the architect will be writing. You want a house, it's going to like this. It's going to have an arc. It will be writing. When it got home, it will sit down and it will look at all that you have said. It will not just jump into building a house. For him to be sure that you have understood all that you told him, we use a carton to design a house and bring it to you and said, is it what you're actually talking about? When you look at it, most time you say almost, but there should be something like this. Because if you just jump and begin to build and you come and say no. So he will not look at it and say no, this is or this, or at the time you say yes, perfectly, this is what I want. That is not your house. That was just a prototype. That was just something that you intended. So he will not go back to the field and he will not begin to build. So you will not come back later and say no, because he have shown you the prototype of what you intended. So the Garden of Eden was a prototype of the earth that God created. God want to create a perfect earth and have a human that will live on the earth forever. God decided to put man here and let's see what will happen within a space of time. For many of us who think that is because of the sin of Adam, that is why we are working today. You can see there that God actually created man to keep the garden, to dress it. God put man in the Garden of Eden as regards to the prototype of the kind of world that God have in his mind. God have the picture of the world that he wanted. Something happened in the garden. We know the story. Something happened that God have to throw them out of the garden. Now what is the plan of God? Something have happened to the plan, because this is not the plan of God. God knows exactly what will happen. I can tell you that for every trial that come on our way, we have the ability to overcome it. We can make a choice. Here, Adam have a choice to overcome this challenge. Adam and Eve have a choice because they were told not to do it. Also, if you notice in that statement, there's a particular thing there that the Bible marks the tree of life. The tree of life. The Garden of Eden, we have three categories of trees. We have one for food. We have one that contains knowledge of good and evil. And we have one that contains the tree of life. When Satan came, Satan does not take Adam and Eve to the tree of life because he knows what God is about to do. Satan knows very well. If you look at that, there is something in that tree of life. That tree of life actually contains something that man needs. If the tree of life contains something that man needs, that is to say man was lacking of a particular thing as of that time. When God created a man, there was a little bit something that was not contained. That's why God have a plan. Then when man fell in the Garden of Eden, God had to quickly stop because there's a corruption now. Something have happened to man. Man was not created to know what is good and what is bad. Man was created to follow the instruction of God. But when Satan came, at the moment he eats of that food, their eyes were open. Then the plan was interrupted. So I am talking about the mission of Christ.